Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Fresno State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns.
He's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Bulldogs are on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds space on the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right on the money. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A strike downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his man in the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's in open space downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Suarez. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find.
Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Snap it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Goes out of bounds, but not before he takes that return into plus territory at the 47. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Buying some time. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Go straight ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
They're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The play-action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Bravo. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion. There he goes! Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Hit hard. As he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert. Pass rush, they do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like...
Right down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football. You can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Bravo. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
2nd down coming up.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Graves. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
1st down for the offense.
Just keeps slinging it. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Graves. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got a man. It's Ellington. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. And that is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Suarez. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Going to the run to start this second half. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got... This defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better, but to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Bravo. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it. They boot it away on fourth down. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the air on first down. Fakes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, USC! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Suarez. Flips it out to the back. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires toward the target. Working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the option. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to slam it in. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Pocket breaking down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. And the Trojans are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. To throw, it's Bravo. Using the quick game. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Graves. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Fresno State takes over in the offense. Will go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. Turning on the Jets. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He's got him in the flat. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Fresno State right back to the line. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the USC offense will take over.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants to.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
He's got an open man. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Catches it at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And this defense, a much-needed play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Bravo. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Floats it out in space.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Now, listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rush is on him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Fresno State right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Suarez. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Well, the quarterback dropped back, read the coverage, and realized there was nobody even close to his tight end over on the outside of the field. So simple pitch and catch, and that's an easy first down.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He slings it deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Reads it, fires complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield, it's Bravo. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good